Thank you very much, Ma'am Glad, for that very warming welcome. And yes, Ma'am Joy, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Lord. Na 34 na makabuo. Ilan na ikaw lang? 9. The lucky 9 are coming. Yesterday, I believe super drained mo ato lagi kayong inputs. It is my prayer na nain na nga-retain ha sa kadaghan. Anyway, this is only a review, no? And all those topics and the coming topics na ma-share sa inyo ha, naagian na ninyo, no? Because we're talking and sharing at the same ground, di ba? Pero kailangan yun mag-review. Alright, so murag ato ang schedule yesterday paunta ni, but really no, God answered prayer with kaayo. Ito Lord, ang akong schedule 2 to 3 p.m. Kaya sa akong kahinayon o tingog, baka magduka-duka na kaubanan namin. So gi-early ko niya karon. And while waiting, sa ato ang kuan, pila to kabuo? 9? Muapas na sila. Alright, so I'm happy and Ma'am Joy have this schedule, no? Congratulations to the HRD team and of course with the blessings of our God and the top management. To the team of HRD, congratulations. And congratulations also to all of you na walang sawa, no? Magahapon nag-observe ko sa inyo na though, grabe ang concern sa schools, I believe kay school form and everything, naagit may attentive participation and engagement yesterday. So for monitoring and evaluation, this is really encompassing sa all, no? In everything we do, even at our home, we do this. And how much more sa atong mga work? Right? So, gamay lang ni nga touch because broad gig ang monitoring and evaluation. I just wanna share with you the basic lang, you know, for an hour schedule. So, going back to our purpose, doing one leading strategically, specifically 1.7, monitoring and evaluation processes and tools, and with the indicator strand of display knowledge and understanding of monitoring and evaluation processes and tools to promote learner achievement. So, going back sa domain 1, leading strategically. Yesterday, you were learning about planning, right? You were learning about the school improvement plan, and you learned about the reasons why the DepEd is trying to have this kind of standards because, no, as a review, the key result trust number 3 of DepEd is to have this kind of ato ang mga trabaho na naay accountability and quality. Isa gani ang ato ang vision na to? Education. So, dili nag-anchor ang atong quality, assurance, accountability framework. Broad na siya na sense, pero maato ta sa atong school level, okay? So, sa inyong nahibawan, planning, leadership, ang meaning, ang ato as school head, upon entering sa school, unsa man ang ato ang first na pangitaon? Nakalumong ko good answer. Louder please. B. Because as a leader, you must to lead strategically. And when we say strategic, we need to anchor our directions to the national level. Okay, strategic man. So, na strategic. From here to end. Na ay direction. So, dili ta mag-work na wala tayo direction. And your SIP, mauto ang inyong roadmap, no? Inyong, ang Bible sa school. Alright. Sige. Ano ganito? Yara. Just a check. Nana ba ang 9? Sige, babe. Buhaton sa nato ni kadali, babe. Asa man yung right? And then do the second one. Do the second one. So, naay naka-high five sa tapat, Mr. Bernie. Alright. Okay. So, just these objectives, no? Differentiate monitoring from evaluating in terms of a focus and approaches, articulate the standard of M&E processes, and I hope na you could appreciate for doing this through our little inputs, okay? So, remember, ay maka-remember, kung sa man ang inyong latest na M&E activities. Louder? Nag-unsa man mo sa inyong SMEA? Nag-adjust? Nag-adjust sa mga... Kanang atong aside sa adjustment, unsa atong gihimo? Nag-present? What else? Nag-gather data. So, unsa inihita po after sa SMEA? Ako'y nadunggan nga. Louder, please. Wala. Alright, wala. Okay. Walay. Walay. Wala lagi. Sige. Nga naman. Why? So, kanang nasanay tano, dili mo nag-iisa daghanta. Na when we have this data, walay. So, ang question, sa leading strategically, unsay performance level nato ana? No? When we say we lead strategically and from the plan to the implementation to the monitoring and evaluation kung itagwalay. So this session is just reflection. Kay monitoring and evaluation really is one way of reflecting, yes? And I hope this dili lang for this purpose na mo take ta, but then sa ato ang pag-uli unya sa ato ang eskwelahan na naagi di ay tayo. Naagi di ay naigamit sis mail din walay. Alright. So, just an overview, no? What is monitoring and evaluation? Monitoring relates to basa daw tang tanan big kay para na ako'y naa dili walay. Relates to ongoing review and collection of data. Tama to yung lingon sa inyong ito sa SMEA, which will help to determine whether anticipated outcomes are being met. So, kung may nga wala tayo dito sa SMEA, kanindot o anticipated outcomes are being met. Unsa may outcomes? When we say outcomes, unsa man? Result? Okay. Outputs? The performance of our learner, yes. No? Okay. According to Kirkpatrick, the level of evaluation in his code book, ang upat ka level of evaluation mag-start sa learning, first level. Then ang second is, reaction. No? There is a reaction. And then learning. And then, ang kanang gitawag nato nga outcomes. Ano man ang outcomes? Ang giingon ni Ma'am site na performance level. So, when we do the SMEA, we are actually checking the performance level of our... Kuha na to? So, hope na dili na kami mga huli. Ato yun siyang i-continue ang cycle na naatay ismeya, dili mo end sa ato ang papinan. Alright? So, I hope na sa any situation na ihatag sa inyo during the exam, inyo nang ma-reflect. Okay, situational mo yun na kasalanan ang exam mo. And it is encompassing all those mga activities, inputs, outcomes, goals, impacts, kung ang una ang inyong gitawag o result. So, mauna. Right. And, all of us, please read. Evaluation refers to the systematic collection of information conducted during or after a project in order to make judgments about effectiveness against anticipated outcomes and to help inform decisions about future interventions. So, naana po si outcome. So, in everything we do DI, naatay di-expect na change of behavior. May outcome, may performance. Si teacher nag-appeal of training, pag uli, ayaw tayong pamitai og outcome, change in performance. Because ito man ang i-apply with your guidance. Nga na ha? Nga na ang mag-monitor and evaluate. So nakita na to ang difference, right? Here, results of monitoring provide, so ang ISMEA, provide basis for critical management decisions such as resource allocation or alignment. Mabitaw na, we are not allowed to change kung wala ka monitor and evaluate and adjust. That's the time na mag-adjust ta. Dili automatic nga atong i-adjust diretso without conducting monitoring and evaluation. Because results of monitoring magamit sa ato ang target setting, corrective actions, and strategy development. You see how we contribute to the goal of evidence-based decision making. Yun ang ebidensya. Okay? Sige. And evaluation results provide valuable lessons and insights that can be used by managers in crafting, leading, because in crafting strategic decisions for the future, such as designing organizational changes for future programs. And in here, we could also promote good governance. Diba na nasa ato ang principles of SPM? Good governance, shared responsibility, right? Okay, so naigamit ang atong pag-monitor and evaluate. Okay? So, to have more trust about the difference between monitoring and evaluation, no? So, here we can see na monitoring and evaluation are not the same things. Diba? So, when we say monitoring, it measures progress towards goals, but doesn't tell us the extent of which results achieved or the impact. Continuous, frequent has to take place during the intervention. Why? Because monitoring is more on the implementation phase, on our project's performance. No? When we say evaluation, it answers research questions relevant to key decisions you need to make to improve the program. And the opposite of continuous, it's infrequent, time-bounded. That's why during our SMEA, we conduct that quarterly. But it doesn't mean that you don't monitor it daily, weekly, diba? You do monitoring, classroom observation, you have the tools, the COT, and when you conduct research, you do those contexts and inputs in your activities, like you conduct block session with your monitor. But the evaluation happens when it is during when you check the performance level, no? Sa evaluation. Dili siya permanently. It's like in our SMEA, we do it daily or monthly. Atong SMEA. Quarterly, alright. And can evaluate ongoing or completed intervention. Himo sa school. Unsa man ang mga projects nato sa school, daghan kaayo kung makita mag-post mag-post, no? Sa kanang atong FB, mga mag-share. So, atong i-check kung nakakandak ba ta og evaluation sa atong mga gihimo ng mga projects para naatay makita nga kung unsa dapat ang ato ang himuon na ma-measure, ma-improve kung kani ba nga atong gihimo tanan effective and naabagid siya gamit sa atong first na kanang atong key result trust sa DepEd nga i-provide ang basic education, maging inclusive, di ba? So part na siya sa atong mga guide for having that decision in the next stage, no? And outcome, what changes have occurred on outcomes? When we say outcome, naanata sa third level, ato na i-evaluate ang performance. No? Usually, outcomes, ma-evaluate siya within 3 to 6 months, pwede na. On stage, on set on that, dili ta makaingon na nag-check na ta, nag-evaluate na ta outcome. Alright? When we say evaluation, it is in the performance level. Example, sa outcome. Change in behavior of your teacher na sige siya o ka-late na karon. Wala imong target sa imong hihimo nga project na sayo na ni ako mga maestra, ang learners complete attendance na ang mga bata ang katong wala ang katong teacher. Asa ba ng learners change teachers. Nakakagul ba? For the better. Okay na mag-change for the better, no? Isa ba? Ang mga learners at least dropping out. So, gamay. So, wala yung outcome sa inyong gihimo. O sa inyong gihimo, wala inyong mga inputs, wala ang activities. Okay? Wala activities, wala ang inputs. And then, ang output, sa specific na activity, maghimo mo ani, maghimo mo yung output. Ang outcome, kung naabagod siya, change sa behavior. So, dili ka makain sa meaning. Makaingon din ka na outcome within a day. Dili pa. Okay. So, salamat, no? Kaya natin common understanding and we speak the same language. Alright. So, impact evaluation. What changes have occurred as a result of the program? Tama ba? Na si teacher, kato na po, this is example lang, no? Ato na dayo, ang mga, balik na ato na sa learner. Na si learner, atong ipa-feeding. And then si learner, pag sige na niya ang kaon, sige na taon. Pangutana, mga naman ni si learner, na sige man naman tayo feeding program, iwang maghihapon. Oh, di ba nitambok? Okay, so unsa man ang purpose sa inyong feeding program? Sa inyong feeding sa school? Ma-normalize ang iyang weight? O ma-normalize ang iyang weight kay para kay para inig mo okay na ang iyang weight kay we do have that objective na ato ang ma-improve ang iyang learning, increase ang attendance, bisag halitin ang eskwela. Okay, so that's outcome, change in behavior. Why? Why we do that? Because we have this strategic goal of Yes, another, no one should be left behind. We dream of Filipinos who passionately love their countries as values and competencies enable them to realize with the mission of inclusivity, no? Giving basic education to all learners. That's that time ingon ta nga impact. So dili ta mangitag impact within 3 months. No? Impact evaluation usually happen into a 6 year time. In the case of the third elementary education project, that was a 9 year project, no? TEP, then kay PDD and SEDIP. Impact evaluation was done after 9 years. Now, when the wala kay kinder, so when the grade 1, nahimo na siyang high school. So, mo na impact. So, karon, parihan na taog term, we speak the same language, that impact, we will not evaluate impact automatically. So, as a strategic thinker, leaders, you are now guided, right? Na ang atong focus is monitoring and evaluation on the implementation phase and on the decision making at our level na atong gipangita ang magkaroon ng change, improved performance. No? Mana automatic, paghimo na to sa AIP pagka following year, unsa man ang atong basis sa paghimo tag AIP pagka following year? Yes, it's the progress monitoring. So, kung naatay review nga gihimo, kaya di mo nato ma-memorize tanan, pero I suggest na basahon nato ang katong DepEd Order 44, Series of 2015. Mautoy Biblia yun ninyo, no? Sa atong cycle. Because gidesign to siya for having those processes na itong himuon sa school nga naka-align strategically sa national na direction. No? Dili ito maghimo-himo nga wala na align. Okay, sige. Next. So, nganong mag-gather man tag evidences? Because para ma-deepen pa ang atong understanding sa difference of monitoring and evaluation. Evaluation is more on program design and planning. Meaning in evaluating, we will not judge. Don't judge. Sabi na, Matthew 7:1, don't judge. Okay, so monitoring is on the program side, the program management. Alright? Sige, these are the levels of program evaluation. Kaya baka na situation nga ihatag sa ato, we can now discern kung asa ni siya nga level of evaluation. The first is on the needs assessment. So, at ang process sa SIP, naadi rin, no? Nag-base ka needs assessment. And the second of evaluation is program theory assessment. What is this? Theory, when we say theory, it's our understanding, no? It's our understanding of the process, and it's the guiding principle when there is theory, right? And what is a change then? Sa ato ang program theory assessment, nag-touch na siya o theory of change. So kung naatay pagplano nato karon sa ato ang SIP, along the way na ay change, di ba? Kay plan is a plan. There's no perfect plan, right? There's no perfect marriage and relationship. All right. So, igo. Ana. So, na-ay change. May pagbabago. Na-abi yung kabaguhan. So, sa program theory assessment, in here, atong i-evaluate ang context, kanang magamit ta og CIPP nga tool, context, input, and then the product, the process and the product. And sa atong regular na planning, no? Sa atong pagplano, naana sa atong template, naabitay input or activities. Sa isa sa input or activities, output. Kaya na, dito pwede maghimog activity nga wala tayo expect na output. Kani like this one, ang ato ang usay output na to ani, no? Sa atong pagkandak og review, ang input, sige, review ta. Then ang output, so during sa activity, output na siya. Is that an output? Unsa ang activity karon? Unsay output ani? Na pila mo kabuok na ka maka-attend sa ato ang activity karon, output na siya. Unsa bay output nga naamoy mga answered na mga questions ninyo sa ato ang test? One of the outputs na expected ay nga activity. Diba? So, kung mayroon taong outcome, ano sa atong ibutang sa atong outcome? Change in performance. Sa man?
Increase learning.
Mag-increase. Yes, nga naay change in performance. Hopefully, nga dili na kabutangan mahadlok sa online. Hopefully nga makatake mo tanan. Because the ultimate goal of this gosh activity is nakamutanan makapasar makatabang sa inyo ha, no? Makatabang sa inyo ha, makapasar kay kung kamo matagaan ang principal 10 item, di na mo mauli sa balay na lang mo sa school Monday to Friday. Yes, it's a normal human reaction in that kind of situation. Siguro? Alright, so ingana, no? Na-level, and then, so needs, program, process, impact, and this one, cost benefit. Usually sa cost, dili na kaayo sa atong level, no, ang analysis sa cost. Kay kani siya ginagamit, like for example, sa inyong feeding, sa ang inyong gusto is mo improve ang attendance sa bata. Dili lang banbaya feeding ang inyong ginahimo, daghan pa kaayo, no? Napay mga initiatives na gikan sa gawas. Napay initiative gikan sa barangay, sa LGU, sa mga kailang atuan na sa abroad. So daghay kanang contributor, no, para makuha na. So man cost benefit, cost effectiveness kay of those mga interventions na atong gihimo, kinsa man unsa nga activity or unsa nga programa ato ang mas less ang gasto and then effective siya. So, mo ano yung mga level of evaluation? Right? Okay, so sa atong DepEd education plans, M&E of basic education plans, sa kadaghang approaches, sa kadaghang style sa pag-monitor and evaluate, daghan kaayo mga gigamit, mga tools and programs sa pag-monitor and evaluate, bisan asa, dili ra binatanan padulong. Even in your kagdag of research and continuous improvement projects, diha ra jud nag-evolve tanan. The standard process sa DepEd, so for this forum, let's put our context into the DepEd process. Purpose and scope, data collection and management, data analysis, information dissemination, coordinate utilization now. In your SMEA, naana siya upat. Alright. So, ang inyo bang paghimo sa SMEA, pag-collect sa data, naatiha nga process? Why did you conduct SMEA? Why?
To know the performance between a worker and
All right.
validation preparation.
Okay, so mauna ang inyong reference point. Manang gitawag o purpose and scope. Meaning, dili kita pwede magkandak-kandak lang, wala tayong purpose and scope.
Pero ang kasagaran.
Yes, ma'am. Pero ang kasagaran,
Table report.
table report. Okay. Asa kaya nabutang ang table report? Ana nga process. Okay, so again, all together, kay baka mo gawas ni nga mga tana, purpose and scope is the reference point for the M&E system. Mauna, ang nagkandak tayo ismeya. No? Kay naagit kay atong rational, ang atong context, nga no, kailangan nato ni nga project. So, unsay basis di ay sa atong mga panghimo sa DepEd. I-align nato ang atong mga interventions sa direction strategically. And when we monitor, we only go back. Unsa di ay yun ang purpose ani? So that's why we have a plan. And with that plan, you will have also that purpose and scope sa pagkandak sa atong monitoring and evaluation. Okay, collection of or data of gathering of relevant data mo na giingon ni Ma'am ganina table report. So meaning ang tanan nato nga mga tables of report diri na ra siya nabutang sa data collection and management. Namulikta ta data na ma'am. And one of the processes na siya. No? We collect data and management. Ito ba? Uso sa ato asset template. Diba? Template. Asset template ani. Alright? So, when we say ngayon tag template, nagkuha tag data, gibutang sa template, that's not monitoring and evaluation. It is data collection and it's one way of managing data. Right. The third process, data analysis. It's the process of converting collected or raw data into information. Wala na utanata after ismeya, yung sa nato. Okay. So, this involves looking for trends, clusters, or other relationships between different types of data, assessing performance against plans, and target settings for conclusions, anticipate problems, and identify solutions and best practices. So, diri sa analysis. Before you present your SMEA to the stakeholders, asa-asa kayo natin i-present ang SMEA?
Holders.
See, the internal and external stakeholders. And you can also invite who? LGU? Okay, so ang tanan nga naay ma-contribute or part no sa atong paghimo sa plan, and ang tanan na maka-affect ug naay contribution in every decision nga himuon sa school. Not all people, all around us are our stakeholders, hindi tanan. But katong naay direct or naay impact na siya mahatag sa atong school o na atong stakeholders. So, during sa SMEA presentation, ang atong data analysis happens after data collection and management. So, kita with our team mag-analyze what went wrong, what went right sa atong plano for the quarter. Tama? So, wala pa ka nag-M-A-N-A. The final stage and the process of standards M&E is mo na lang time nga imo siyang i-present sa stakeholders. No? And information dissemination, reporting, and utilization is the most visible part of the M&E system. Walay gamit ang data, ang kabaga sa libro, nga naka-hardbound pa, and then naara sa kilid pagkahuman, ipatulog for how many decades. No? If we will not do these processes, the most visible part, collected and analyzed data is presented as information for the use of key stakeholders. So, sa process, unsa man ang inyong practice? Practices sa school. Maulahi ang analysis. During pa sa presentation to the stakeholders, saka pa mo nag-analyze, day, asat o itong data sa profile, asat o itong... See? Kung pangayuan ang ganito presentation,
Presentation yung kita.
input all the data. Pangayon na presentation sa itong LGU, dapat nahuman na ang process. Ika-last phase, ang information dissemination report. Okay? Alright. Sige. So, key points that the M&E shall follow the in-depth ed. Mao na ato ang i-follow. O i-follow dapat. Setting the purpose and scope, data collection and management, data analysis and information dissemination, reporting, and it's not enough na nag-present rata sa atong stakeholders. Remember, ang last is utilization. Atong i-use ang data in the process of making AIP for the following year. Utilizing those data we gathered, we analyze during the M&E, conduct of our M&E, we will utilize those data. So, hope as a leaders, no, leading strategically, meaning you cannot allow every action na ma-waste ang government fund, government money, your precious time. No, sayang ang panahon nga nagkataali din wala natin igamit. Oh, shortcut for me. Sige. Alright, the M&E activities and roles of operating units across the governance levels are aligned. See? The keyword is aligned. 2. Diba? Nag-RPNS ta. That RPNS is aligning the decision of the DepEd to release those DepEd orders on RPNS because it's a national framework of accountability and quality assurance. No, sa national framework sa gobyerno sa Pilipinas, mo bitaw ng ang PBB nato, ang atong performance ang i-attach. Diha nag-start nga naatay PBB nga requirement nga ang atong rating sa OPCR, IPCR ilang pangayoon. One of the requirements. So because of this performance management system. So in the cycle of performance management system, RPMS, it starts with performance planning, right? Planning man mag-start, so mauna nga i-check sa M&E process, i-monitor ang performance kung na-follow ba kung saan i-reflect sa inyong OPCRF. So hope no nga na-internalize na to ang process. Okay, kay if we do that, na-attay reflection na ito. M&E plan is effective tool to use when establishing the M&E activity of project. So plan, namin na note diri nga plan. Okay, plan. We cannot conduct M&E without a plan. Aside sa SIP, we should need to have an M&E plan. Plano how we will conduct the monitoring and evaluation. Alright? Sige. Let's check your understanding. So, papel. Joke. Okay ra. Sige ra. Number 1. This is the most visible part of an M&E system.
D.
Visible part, okay. Visible part of the M&E system.
D.
Ha? Sige.
Letter D.
Sige daw.
Letter D.
Letter D.
Letter D.
Letter A. Naniyon nga A.
D.
Information decision.
Letter A. So,
D.
D.
letter A.
Correction.
Yes, ma'am.
D.
Letter D.
D.
Alright. So, sa ato ang kanina,
Discuss naman.
balikan nato.
Ura.
Sige, again, basta ko sa nato ning kuan din information dissemination. Kaya kita kalimot. Okay. Yeah, na. So, visible because ato naman siyang i-package. Kaya ato na kaya siyang i-report niya ang data nga importante nga critical atong i-apply sa atong planning for the next
Commission
plans
decision.
ng ato. See? Alright. Okay. Next question. Kani, number 2. It involves looking at trends, clusters, or other relationships between different types of data, assessing performance against plans and targets, forming conclusions, anticipating problems, and identifying solutions and
Letter C.
best
Data analysis. Letter C.
What naman, Joy? Pasar na silang tanan.
Data analysis.
Data, the keyword there is looking for
Yes,
trends.
solution.
No? Di ba? You will check, no? Isa magaling, ano ni Mobo, ano ni Taas, and then forming conclusions.
Looking for solutions.
Doing data analysis. Kani, an M&E process which serves as a reference point for the M&E system. Guiding key decisions such as information needs, methodological approaches, capacity building, and allocation of resources.
D.
Ha?
D.
Tag ka mga bright. Okay, so reference point. No, it's scope and purpose. Mo ang reason nga na mag-conduct tag M&E kay natay scope and purpose. Wala lang tayo nag-monitor, wala tayong purpose. See, remember? Now, we are not just collecting data for the sake of collecting them. And himuon sila nga lag stop ang data dito sa ato ang kilid or sa school. See? Alright. More of that in your math exam. So, for all of us,
The power. You have the power.
I hope na naaya tayo nakuha gamay sa ato ang processes sa atong monitoring and evaluation, and you could reflect on your own way of life that at your respective area, no? All right. So, references na to DepEd Order 44, Series 2015, Guidelines on the Enhanced SIP, and the DepEd M&E Framework, DepEd Order 44, Series 2020, 2010. Naapay kami nga framework, DepEd framework, wala pa nigawas sa DepEd Order, dili sa natin ito. I-appeal ang pagkani nigawas. Alright, so 2010. Sige, and for M&E, that's all. Thank you so much. Any clarification po?
Pila palit ninyo? Pila palit ninyo? Pila palit ninyo?
Pila ka?
Yes.
Ninyo ba?
Hindi.
Oh.
Ako dyan
Tapit ka lang yung balikan ng kusintos.
Ang data bank ay sa HRD, no? Ihatag sa inyo.
Ikaw may wapo.
Okay, so that's all. Mag-Japan and mag-glad. Maragal na may panguntahan na.
Baka explanation niya ba?